Hey folks, thanks for tuning back in. You are in for a treat today because, again, we are most likely going to die. We're going to do another Desert Treasure 2 boss. We've got Vardorvis here. I think I may have 3 kill count, if that much. So there's definitely going to be a learning curve here. As you can see, I've got some basic melee setup gear. I plan on using my scroll here, so we're going to resurrect the melee zombie to help fight the battle. But in terms of my weapon, it's definitely at the bottom tier here with the Abyssal Whip. So they recommend, a scythe or something that costs about, 150 million more than what I wanted to spend today. So we're just going to go with the whip and see what happens. So anyway, I'll start off a fight here. There may be a little bit of watching me run back and forth, but that's half the fun, right? Hopefully we get a pet at the tail end of it. Let's do it. This guy is crazy. And we've done like 40 damage so far. Oh my god, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this. I don't even know what I'm doing. I feel like we're doing okay deflecting his attacks, but we're just not doing any damage to him. This is honestly longer than I expected to be alive so far though, so I'm happy with this. You can see those axes, whoops, that one wasn't so good. Those axes that keep spawning though, they go across the screen from wherever they start, so you have to typically run diagonally in order to dodge those. Let me heal up before I keep talking here. I'm just gonna get us killed. Oh. No! There's number 1. Oh, that's not a surprise. Anyway, what I was trying to say in the heat of the moment there was, when those axes spawn up, sometimes they'll be diagonal from you. Like, they're always going to spawn either in a corner of the fight arena, or they're going to be right in the center of one of the sides, so in between the pillars. You never know where exactly they're going to pop up. So you just have to kind of gauge where they're at. You know they're going to come flying right across from where they started. So the whole strategy is just to figure out, essentially, like, how can you get out of their way, more or less. So that's what I was trying to do. We did a decent job at it, but then, I don't know, fate caught up to us there, so we gotta re-gear. Oh man, this has me all turned around already. I forgot to grab some fish. Let me just grab some out of the bank here. I think we used up about 8 or so before we died, so we'll grab that many again. Now it is a little bit of a hike here, because I haven't gotten many kills. I also don't have a teleport tab to get right back to Vardorvis. So the way we've got to do this is I'm going to go to my player-owned house, where I've got a fairy ring, and then we're going to go to the destination of BLS. So we'll just key that in there. Now from the fairy ring, we have to run west. There's a little rowboat over here. Okay, if you're looking at the mini-map, you can see there's that little transportation arrow here. So we're going to click on the rowboat, see where that takes us. And then we've got to run a little bit more west. Now in this area it gets a little bit sketchy. There's some creatures on the map that are going to try to attack us, I believe, with range. Let's try to protect from that. Oh, maybe it's magic, I'm not sure. I took a 3-hit, that wasn't too bad, but just try not to spend too much time in there, I guess, so you're not taking unnecessary damage. In no way do I think we're actually going to get a kill today, unless we get pretty lucky. I just don't think that I have the muscle memory yet to really effectively dodge all the attacks. And then also from a weapon standpoint, you guys know that I'm using that whip, which did close to no damage for a while. So we're going to keep giving it a few shots, but I just have a feeling it's going to be an uphill battle today. Once we get to the fight area here, you do have to cross over these rocks. And Vardorvis actually isn't going to attack you until you attack him. So you can walk right up here if you wanted to. You know, shake his hand, wish him good luck for the fight. Not that he's going to need it. But until you actually attack him, he's not going to do anything. So just gives you a second to gather yourself. If you want to look at a wiki page and try to remember, you know, what prayer do I have to use and all that stuff, there's certainly time to do that here. So, I'm going to summon my Scrawl, I'm going to protect from melee, and then I'm probably going to die, so we'll do it all again. Here we go. Got a 17 hit, we'll take that. Looks like those axes aren't going to touch me, so I'm not going to worry about them. These axes are going to miss me too, so that's a good thing. These axes are going to miss me too. Awesome. Here's an axe coming at me, so we're going to move over here for a sec. Then we'll go back. I like hanging out in between these two pillars. I feel safer there. And I've seen on online guides that it... Oops. I was supposed to protect from that. But usually if you hang out here, you're a little bit safer, so that's going to be our strategy. Alright, we actually dodged that range attack that time. That was super helpful. Good stuff. Up here we have to click those little red things in order to make the animation go away. You can see inside my screen there are a bunch of little red dots that I had to click. Let's heal up here. I'm going to use some Seropods here. I'm having a little bit of trouble getting my health back up to where we want it to be, so just spam click some of those. We'll get our Scrawl back out. Click these little red things. Oops. Oh boy. I took an axe to the face right there. That was not good. There's a lot going on here, guys. At least for a new learner, as I'm going to call myself today. Boom, 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 boom. Started off strong. I feel like I've lost my footing here. There we go. We finally got a punch in. Take that, Vardorvis. Let's get our Scrawl back out here. Let me heal up actually before I do that. myself when I summoned my scrawl. I was like, what is that? It was just me. That's wild. Oh my gosh, what are we doing here? As soon as I heal up, I'm taking damage again. I don't know how to get out of this, like, doom loop that we're in. Click these little red things. I feel like we need a stronger weapon, and more confidence would help, but certainly a stronger weapon. You know what? Let's get out of here. We'll save ourselves about 500k. Wow. That was a little bit wild. Alright, let's get some more gear, some more fish and potions and all this stuff. Whoops. Didn't really mean to do that. I always forget I have to right click in order to use the tree there. If anyone wants to let me borrow your scythe for the fight, I would gladly accept that. I'm a good guy, you can trust me. I'm desperate here. Let's see. We might as well buy more of these while we're here. Looks like we're gonna need them. We'll just throw those in the bank for later. And then we'll just grab fish for the rest of this. Alright, here we go. Gonna go back to our house. We will take our fairy ring. Gotta run to our rowboat. The tricky part about Vardorvis too is, I guess as you lower his health, the fight actually gets harder. The lower his health is, the higher his attack and strength go, I believe. So it's almost like, I don't know, it's just gonna get worse and worse as it goes on. So that's another reason why you really want to have a strong weapon, so that way you can finish him off at the tail end there. While he's at his strongest point, that's when you want to have the greatest DPS. So the fact that we're using this Abyssal Whip, which really isn't highly recommended, it's another thing that works against us there. I was having trouble finding my rowboat there. I was doing too much talking, but we're almost there. I'm actually surprised at how long we stayed alive when we were doing that fight. We weren't really doing too much damage to him, but we were at least dancing around there and we were able to hang out for like a minute and a half. That in itself is huge progress, because I think building that muscle memory is going to be key for something like this. You can see these guys are chasing me again. I guess they don't want me in their town today. And now we're almost here. You see we have to walk this path a little bit before we can actually approach from the western side. So you're just going to go down to this light pathway, and then we'll cross over those rocks again. Okay, so we're going to use our super combat potion. We're going to resurrect our skeleton scrawl, and then we're going to protect from melee. Let's do it. Alright. 6 shot. It's a good day. There's a 0. Okay. Get out of the way of the axes. Get out of the way of the axes. I did not get out of the way. I didn't realize that axe was spawning right where I was at. Yikes. He is unforgiving. About where we got him to last time, I think. Then we kind of hit a wall. Hopefully better luck this time. Doing a better job at blocking that range attack. That's been helpful so far. Until I walked in front of that axe for no reason. That was not helpful. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea today. No! We've got to learn at some point, right? I'm hoping at least for those watching, maybe you guys have actually gotten more kills than I have, but hopefully the video's at least helpful so you can see what some of the attacks look like. It's really tricky though, because this is one of those bosses where all of his attacks are sporadic. There's really no way at all to predict them ahead of time. You just have to see as they pop up, can you react quick enough to deal with them? You know, so it's a little bit of a grind there. I think we'll get quicker and quicker as we go, but just a general heads up to people that it's always going to be a little bit scary when you're in there. Let's get back to it. Back to our house. Back to our fairy ring. Back to our tiny little rowboat that somehow magically shows up in the right place even after we've left it somewhere else. There it is. I guess I'm going to protect from melee this time. We'll see if that helps at all here. That protect from range didn't do anything the last time we were here. Oh, that thing hit me too. We'll try mage next time. Maybe it's protect from mage. Okay, there's our grave. Let's check it out. Got a lot of stuff to try to carry here. I'm gonna have to leave some things behind, and it's probably gonna be the fish. wonder actually if I could drop them in here. Let's see if we just leave them here if they're gonna stay. I think it's an instanced area though, so I might have just wasted all those, but we were gonna have to leave them behind anyway, so no big deal. Alright, I'm done playing around with my inventory. Let's go back in for another fight. I did lose those fish, by the way, so definitely don't walk in there and drop stuff on the ground, or else it's gone forever. There's another Greg's pro tip for you. Don't leave important stuff on the ground. Alright, let's drink the super combat. We're gonna get our scroll thing, protect from melee, and die. Here. It's good to have your sound on, especially for that range attack thing that pops up, where it shoots that thorn at me. That's been the trigger that tells me, like right here, that I've got to protect from range. So it might be a good thing for you guys to be on the lookout for. It makes a unique sound when it pops up. Click these little red things. Got hit by a bunch of stuff there. Don't even know what all that was. Gonna drink some potions here. Getting a little bit sweaty, guys. Protect from range. Let's get our scroll back. He's about halfway down, but you can see we're still struggling here. No. Oh, man. We'll do it again. I keep starting off feeling like we're in a good groove, but then once those attacks start to get quicker, like all the special things that come from the sides, it's like you're in this really tough spot where it's like, do I eat my food or do I switch my prayer? There's not time for both. And then I just die. That's okay though. It doesn't feel so bad when you expect to die. It's kind of like, we knew this was coming. What I would like to see though is we keep getting them down to about the halfway point, and then we hit this brick wall where it seems like I'm just eating a bunch of food and then I die anyway. I'd love to see if we can get them down to like 25% health. At least that'll make us feel like we've made some progress there. If only I could find my little rowboat. There it is. Let's try protecting from magic as we run past this really angry guy this time. This guy's like worse than the boss is, honestly. He's got such a temper. Here we go. And that didn't really protect me either. So it seems like there's no protecting yourself from that guy. He's just a savage individual. So just try to run past him as quick as you can. I'm not even going to rearrange my inventory. That's just going to waste your time. So let's just climb over the rocks. Gonna walk up and shake his hand. Gonna have a good bout here, just the two of us. Alright, we'll drink our potion. Get our scroll, protect from melee, and die. Let's do it. Let's try to get him to like 350 health this time. That feels like an achievable goal. 300 actually, let's do 300. I feel like if we get lucky and he just doesn't get too many like axes lined up to take our head off, we'll be okay. Oh, there's one that went straight for the head. Let's go over here. Take a few sips of my potion. Bring our scroll back. Hey, he's at 278. We're like professionals now. Instant death. Let's go for 200. We'll see if we can get him down a little bit more. Protecting from that range attack seems to be the key. Now that I'm not getting hit by that, I just got hit by it. That's crazy. Oh my god, I'm trying to heal now. No. I will not be broken. No, no. There's too much going on. Oh my gosh, we are gonna die. Ah, man, 209 we got him to. As soon as I said we're looking pretty good. As always, I jinxed us. I felt like we were gonna win that one though. We were in such a good groove. But then once my health went down, I just couldn't recover from it. There's just too many things to pay attention to. We've got a whole stream of just me walking back and forth to the fight arena. Let's see. I feel like we still have a lot of fish that are hanging out back there. I'm dying before I even get to use them all. So I'm only gonna bring, let's bring 11. That's the lucky number. Go through our fairy ring. Again, it's the BLS fairy location. Okay, so we got him to like 209 health that time, so let's still shoot for 200. If we get him below that, it's progress. It's almost like winning the fight, except not quite. Aha, we snuck past that guy this time. Caught him sleeping. Our pile of fish just keeps growing over here. It looks like it's keeping a lot of the stuff that that we left behind last time. Alright, let's just go in with this stuff. That looks good enough to me. I'll drink my super combat out here so that way I can grab these potions. Grab one of these. Alright. Let's do it. You know, we're not shaking his hand this time. This is ridiculous now. We're just gonna go right into the fight. Do this, 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 all the things. Here we go. We're getting him to 200 health. That's our mission. Oh. I walked right into that one single axe that was flying. That was silly. I thought it was going to be the range attack thing, that's why I ran over there, but it clearly wasn't. There's the range attack. Those guys, let's get our scroll back. We'll do at least a little bit of damage for us. Take a few sips of potion. There were 3 axes that all came from the side we're standing on. I don't know of a good way to dodge all those. Oh no, it's happening again. I'm gonna die. We almost have him down to 200 health. Oh. Oh my god, we are gonna die. Ah! 192. Hey, we did it. Look at that. We are so good at this game. Vardorvis, who's that? Who cares? Oh, man. Progress is progress. Again, I felt really good until we got him down to about 200. I have a feeling some of that is because of what I was talking about earlier, where we know that as his health gets lower, he gets stronger. So his hits get more accurate, they do more damage, the other special attacks come quicker. So I don't think it's rare that our experience is what it is, but getting a win for the first time here would certainly be nice too, you know? What's our butler doing out here? Get back in the house. We are losing all control today. I think the good thing for those that have not yet completed Desert Treasure 2 is this boss that we're fighting now is actually like a harder, more complicated version of the one you fight when you're doing the quest. So, you know, honestly, if we were doing the quest version, we probably would have gotten the win already. And that's probably how I was able to complete the quest, you know, just because we were able to hang in there and the mechanics weren't quite so complicated. So don't let this experience today deter you from taking on the quest. I have a feeling you can get that done pretty easily. It's just now when we're going back for more kill count just for the fun of it, it's a little bit more of a grind, you know? Let's get all of our gear again. All these fish are here. How convenient. For folks who've just joined the chat, you know, if you wouldn't mind liking my video and following my channel, we're trying to get up to 25 subscribers this week, so we're going to keep putting out content here, hoping we get even more followers. And as always, I appreciate your support. Thank you. Now let's get ready to die again. I drank my super combat. We're going to get our scroll, do the melee thing. And we're going to try to get him down to 150 hit points this time. We're 25 in. We're well on our way. One of my favorite pastimes. I guess when that range attack hits you, it seems to be shutting my prayer off, so try not to let that happen. Because it's almost like I'm getting hit by the range attack, and then he's hitting me with melee as well, so it's a double whammy. This isn't looking so good, guys. Got him down to 330 health. What are we shooting for again? 150, I think? There are a lot of attacks happening. Oh no. Wow. Yikes. What are we gonna do, guys? falling apart. Let's see. We didn't even get to 200 that time, never mind 150. It's okay though. I feel like I'm starting to get a better feel for the different sounds of his attacks. That's been helpful for that range attack. It's really just the axes now. Haven't quite cracked the code there in terms of how do I avoid them when there's like 3 coming at you at the same time. So that's what we're going to focus on in the next round. Forget how many fish we've got, so we're just going to bring a bunch. We're probably going to have to drop some again, but that's fine. There's our rowboat, right where we didn't leave it. Again, it will be nice once we get a few kills in. Vardorvis is going to drop this, I guess it's like a tab that you can append to one of our teleport devices. And it's going to allow me to teleport directly to him, so we don't have to go down this whole chain of, you know, going to the player house and going in the fairy ring and going on the rowboat. You just teleport right to him, so it'll make future streams much easier if we ever get that drop here. Okay. We have more potions than we would probably need, but that's okay. Alright, good enough. Let's go in. Alright, so we're gonna drink the super combat. We're gonna get our scroll. And we're gonna go protect melee. Good luck, us. We're winning, we're winning. At least for the first 3 seconds we are. Back again. We've got this guy down to 430 health, so overall we're holding our own. Not quite as sweaty yet as I was the past few rounds. I'm sure we'll get there. guys feel right now? I feel like we're doing okay. As I take a spike to the face. Let's get our scroll back here. I feel better when he's around. Even when we're dying, it's nice to have a friend, you know? Down below 150. That was our target, if you remember, guys. So I'm personally proud of us. Holy cow, guys, we're getting real close. He's got 7 health. No way. Easy. Easy. All right. We thought it couldn't be done. At least I didn't. I guess the whip worked after all. Man, this feels better than a pet drop. We got a kill. You can see, well, hopefully the text is big enough, but even in my chat menu here, you can see that my kill count is up to 2 now, and I think the one from the quest counts in that. So, this is a big moment for us, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. I feel like, look at all that food we've got too, crazy. What I kind of want to do is maybe do one more run now that we've at least beaten this once. We'll give it another good crack, we'll see if we can get 2 kills in a row. And then we'll wrap up the stream after that, okay? We still have our grave over here, so I'm just going to grab some of those fish that we conveniently stashed for the good of the stream a few minutes ago. I'm just gonna heal up the best I can. I don't want to make you guys watch me teleport again. Let's see. Okay. Heck, if we did it once, we can do it 3,000 times until we get the pet, right? No big deal. Just trying to get my screen aligned the right way. Alright, we're gonna drink our combat potion. We're gonna get our scroll. We're gonna protect from melee. And we're gonna win. Let's do it. Really hitting as often as we were last time. I guess there is a little bit of luck involved. Honestly, probably a lot of luck involved. This one's kind of sloppy, guys. Sorry. Gonna try to heal, though. Try to hang out here as long as we can. We might have to telly. Get our scroll back here. Yeah, we're not really doing a ton of damage to him this time. We're hanging in there, we're doing okay responding to his attacks and all that, but we're just not really hitting. halfway done, but this feels like it's been a grind so far. I don't feel nearly as good as we did the last time. Yikes, that was different. I feel like all I'm doing is healing. But we're still alive. I mean, this is quite a while we're here just hanging out with this guy, you know? That's a good thing in its own right. Oh no, we're gonna get hit here for sure. I think we're going down, guys. I'm doing everything I can, but I just can't heal quick enough. Oh my gosh. Not good, not good. We went down. Oh man. Alright, I can't help it. I'm gonna do one more fight. I'll go back and get my gear. Gonna do one more fight with him, and then however it ends, but I just felt like we were on such a high, and then we took the roller coaster back down. For the people, that's right. Man, what do I even need at this point? I think we used up all of our Sarah potions. We'll bring some super restore. We ate about 1,000 fish while we were there that time. Let's see. But like I was saying, we actually survived for quite a while there. You know, a good chunk of the end of it, I was trying to like drink my potions and restore my stats and all the things there. But at least we were staying alive. I feel much better when that's the situation versus like we just get like, you know, bulldogged and die after like 8 seconds. So I feel like there's still some progress here. Guys, if you wouldn't mind, I'll just plug the channel again while we're making our walk back. If you could like my video and also follow my channel, I would much appreciate that. We're still on our quest for 25 followers this week, so hopefully we'll get there. Let's pick up all of our gear. I don't even want to know how much money we've spent today. It must be close to 2 mil we've spent just buying our gear back. Part of the learning curve, but that's a little bit wild, you know? Let's see. Trying to figure out how to get all this into my inventory. We might not be able to. Let's just see if we die. We can come back for the rest. If not. Alright, you guys know the drill. Super combat, Scrawl. Protect from melee. And win. It's a little bit tricky to tell where this guy's body is to make sure you're actually clicking on him in the right spot. And if we click the wrong spot and accidentally walk ourselves out in front of an axe, that's obviously not good. So just be careful with that. I'm trying to get right on the center, like where that red thing is, in between a skeleton. Because I misclicked a few times and it got quite a bit sketchier for us. Alright, we've got him halfway down. That's awesome. Man, he does not give you a second to breathe. That's crazy. We were doing good, and now it's just like we're getting pummeled. Oh man, guys. He's not giving me a chance to just reset. Wild. No. Oh man. That's alright. I won't make you guys watch me go back again, but hey, this was a fun stream, guys. I feel like I learned a lot here about Vardorvis today, so always cool when you try out a new boss and see what kind of content is out there. Again, if you wouldn't mind following my channel, I would much appreciate that, and I hope to see you guys for the next one. Catch you later.